go, let it go.
I like that, y'all. I like that, y'all. I like that, y'all.
Good morning, crypto fans and friends. How are we doing out there today? If you're just waking up, you're waking up to a wonderful surprise. Bitcoin has blasted through the 50,000 mark and all the way up to 51,717.88 USD, as you can see here on the chart. And looks like we had a 1, 2, 3 quadruple top. That's going to be our resistance. And then let's have a look. You can see yesterday where we drew the support line. We back tested that support, and you can see this green line here where I said this is where I took a position in addition to my normal BTC that I always hang on to. And it worked out pretty well. I was going to swing it. And then now we're watching this red candle coming up. So let's look for some support. We did have some support levels formed right in this region here. So we're going to set it at 57.25 and see if we can maintain support there. And as you can see, we did get the 12 and the 26 cross yesterday. It would probably be late. That would have been February 17th at 0030. So just after midnight. There we go. So things are looking good for BTC USD. Let's move on and check out some of the other ones. We're going to look at Ethereum. Ethereum is now holding at 18.23 and 28 cents. It'll take a little bit of time for my chart to flip over. By the way, if you're noticing something a little different, I am using the beta version of TradingView, which is the desktop version, is out now. So they actually have an app. It does run a lot faster when we have good solid internet. We're barely clinging to internet here. We have no power. It's totally blacked out everywhere here in the South Texas. So enough of that. Looking at Ethereum, we've got, let's go ahead and get our lines drawn here. As you see, I do have an alert set. That would be, we blew right through there, so good deal. We topped out in Ethereum at 1842.41. That's going to be our resistance we're looking for. And we are trying to maintain that support level at 1821.84. That's ETH/USD. And again, we're going to see most of these coins, the 1226 and the 100-day, are all trending upward. One thing I will mention that we are slightly overbought. So let's see if we can maintain the volume here. We've had some really heavy, as you see this yellow line down at the bottom, which represents the average volume. We're way above average trading volume, so let's continue on. Looking at Stellar. Stellar's up 1.91% this morning. Stellar USD on Coinbase. XLM is the ticker for Stellar. Let's draw a support line. We're on the 10-minute chart. Let's switch over to the 1 hour. Sorry about that. There we are. All right, so support will be at this level here. We can actually come up there. Let's make that white. There we go. Perfect. All right. Support level for Stellar is 0.470. And we are looking at resistance at going to be here at 0.4978. Stellar USD. Moving on to Tron. Excuse me. Tron is up over 0.5% and at 0.05 at the moment. We are at 6:53 a.m. when this is being recorded. Sorry I can't go live again today. We just don't have the internet capable of live streaming. So we'll, fingers crossed, we'll get that restored and off to the races here. First level of support for Tehran. We're going to look at 0.05196 resistance. We're going to remain up here. We do have the moving a 100-day moving average on top on this particular one, so we're going to have to get some steam to get up through there. We have increasing volume, so it appears as we look through these altcoins that there's some rotation out of BTC, and then as alts are going to get some attention and love on the ride up. Moving on to MKR USD, trading on Coinbase on the hourly chart. We still have our support drawn from yesterday. As you can see, we did we pushed down below that, but managed to get right back up. So we're going to leave that support line there. You could even argue to move it up into here. We do have the inversion of the moving averages, so you have the 12, the 26, and the 100. Excuse me. So we'll hope that these will soon reverse for more upside potential. We have very low volume, and looks like we're struggling with resistance down here, as you would expect on the 100-day moving average. And once we poke through there, you can have a couple of resistance levels there on the climb up. FIL USD, it is at $42.36 US dollars comparison, and it is up 1.30% this morning. Not hardly any volume on this one. I'm sure that Bitcoin had everyone's attention through the overnight trading. I certainly was watching it with a very keen eye on the climb up. We have the inversion of the moving averages. As you see, the lines moved up. We'll just go ahead and delete these entries here. Oh, that's some old leftovers. There we go. So we're going to look for support to hold at the 41.39. Resistance you're going to encounter here on the 100-day at 43.46, and then we do have the 12-day moving average about to cross the 26-day, so we should have some upside potential with increasing volume. And we'll leave our resistance here because we do anticipate resistance there. So 44.303, and then you got some room all the way up to the $46 range. Moving on to GRT. Let's see. As you can see, inverted moving averages. You had the 12 and the 26 cross here, which means that inversion is going to send us to the downside. Test support held at $1.92, so that could actually be your second tier support. First tier, you could go all the way here at $2.04 USD. First line of resistance is going to be the 100-day moving average. And then it looks like we've had some struggles in this range here at $2.18 GRT USD. ADA, aka Cardano. Cardano's currently trading at 0.8699. It's relatively flat, so it hasn't seen any of the increase yet, so you may want to keep an eye on this one. As the chart loads up slowly, here we go. And I do promise you that the desktop version is quite faster, but it's just a matter of I have very little, if any, internet connection right now to pull this data in. So we've got a support on Cardano let's get this guy out of the way. Sorry about that. Looks like it is seeing some volume activity. As you can see overnight that the volume did exceed the average volume. So we did have the 12 and the 26 touch the 100 and failed. And as you can see, Cardano is pushing above the 100 resistance now. So if we can get that candle to close, which we have less than a minute for this candle to go, it's about to close as we speak. So we're going to close green, which is good. So that'll give us an indication that we may have some continuation on Cardano. We would look for to get above this resistance level just in here. There we go. You can see we had 2 attempts there with some increasing volume and some love. Cardano could get up for a run, and it has some space up at the top here to go all the way up in this region here. So 0.886 resistance on Cardano, second tier resistance at 0.95, so just at $1 USD. CELO, CELO USD, it's up 2.46%, seeing some action this morning, and it's currently trading as the chart loads. I apologize, $4.69. Roughly a change of 11 cents. So we are still waiting for the chart to load. There we go. 12 and 26 did cross. The 12-day moving average pointing straight up. So it seems to be that, yeah, there was a huge, enormous candle of volume here at the time with that 1700. That would have been yesterday. So at 5 o'clock yesterday, we had a big increase in volume, big push through, blew right through all the resistance levels and all of the moving averages. Looks like we're coming up on the 26 and 100 moving average cross. That's been, you can see it's been trending up with a 12-day. Very good indication on CELO. So let's set some levels here for you. Level of support, excuse me, $4 and what did that? 461 USD pairing. We did hit some resistance at $5.03. So basically $5 psychological is usually a difficult number to overcome. While this is loading up, I will some of you have asked about trading apps or trading on your phone. I do realize that TradingView is pretty difficult to see on your phone. And the reason I chart in TradingView is like as you can see here, you have a lot of tools available to you that you wouldn't have visually. And a lot of these are indicators that will give you a better insight into trading. And if you are just trading on your phone, I would suggest that you also have a computer backup. Because a lot of times during high volatility, like right now, you're going to find that Coinbase and Robinhood and eToro and what's some of the other ones, Gemini and some of these trading apps are going to choke. They will choke during the volume with the increase in volatility. So be aware of that and always have your backup. If you can run the desktop version of some of these like Robinhood, etc., I suggest that you have 2 going at one time because you don't want to get stuck in a trade if it starts to fall on you real quick. Keep that in mind. It's always good to have some redundancy and backup. Let's have a look real quick in the middle of these and at Bitcoin's dominance. It's at 62.60%. As you can see, massive influx of money into Bitcoin on the ride up. And now I imagine some are taking profit and switching over and trying to catch the altcoins running. Okay, moving quickly over to CGLD USD. It's currently trading at $4.65 and it's up 1.26%. And as that chart loads, we'll scan, we'll just make sure that we're not missing anything. Okay, taking a look at Doge. Doge volume is dried up significantly at the moment. We're going to set support there at 0.0520, and it looks like we're going to trade sideways for Doge for a while. It continues to consolidate, and basically we've had 1, 2, 3, almost 4, 5, 6 failed attempts at above the 0.0540, but also considering that the volume has been below average. Keep that in mind. Continuing on, we'll look at a few more. ZIL, Z-I-L, seeing some activity last night. Trading at 0.1291 cents. Currently it's down to 235 in the red, so keep an eye on this one. You had the death cross, which took us down, and we can get some support levels there. At 0.12696, and support there. Resistance 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got plenty of resistance there at 13 cents, 0.1326. And on the body of these candles, looks like we got support. So perhaps an overshot on the downside here. You did have a little increase in volume. Profit taking real quick. The 12-day moving average is trending up. So hopefully we can get this inversion corrected for the upside. All right, let's have a look real quick at Bitcoin once more before we go. BTC USD still trading at 50,965, trying to that was a really nice. See how that wick just touched that 12-day moving average and held up good. So we'll draw our level of support for BTC there, 50,604, and climb up resistance 51,508. Well, Bitcoin is running, and I will leave in the comments some additional notes and stuff to look down in through there in the comment section, and in the comment section. I'm going to leave some I want to get this video out to you guys so you can see the price action, and then I will put some notes in there. It's basically what some catalysts were that triggered this upside move. Anyway, that's all for me. Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you soon.